So first thing to notice is this teacup is fairly small, right? It only takes up maybe less than half of the paper. So we're going to start this first oval a little more down than we normally do. I'm going to go around and around and around. I'll darken my camera a bit so you can see my light sketching. Making my oval, cleaning it up. You also want to try to make it pretty wide. You can see this dragon is balancing on the rim. So if you make a tiny rim, you're going to have to cram all these feet on this tiny little rim. So we want to try to make it wide and short. I'm going to make mine even a little bit wider just in case. And this teacup has diagonal sides that sharply start tapering inward. So we'll bring those down. And for now, I'll just round off the bottom as if that were the whole teacup, even though it's not, just to give myself some reference on how curvy these curves should be. Remember, the farther down we go on the paper, the curvier your curves should be. The higher we go on the paper, the flatter and straighter they're going to be. My ink job isn't great here, but there's a little tiny piece underneath the main cup. I'm going to make a skinny little shape, but I still have to round it on the bottom, make it curved. And then it has a wider base so that it doesn't tip over too easily. And that one starts actually on the main part of the teacup, not from the little piece, but up here on the side. We're going to come around and do another oval. You can draw all the way through your teacup if you need help making your shape even on both sides. The wonderful thing about pencil is that it can be erased. And you just get rid of all the lines you don't need. Looks like I'm going to pull a Frozen today and go right off the paper.
Yeah?
Yep. Oh well, it happens.
But it does look a little bit like that saucer is wider at the sides than in the front, which is the foreshortening.
The foreshortening,
part.
exactly. So if you draw this saucer, it's going to come about the middle of the teacup and go around in a nice big oval. And again, you can sketch right through your teacup if it's easier. I'll probably just grab another piece of watercolor paper and tape it right on. Ooh, I think my saucer's too big too.
Whoa, it looks like a plate.
Oh, it does look like a plate. I'm gonna make that a little smaller. That's why I sketch lightly and loosely, because we're probably gonna make mistakes. Erase the ones I don't like.
It's quite a trick to get them to look like they're piled up in the right order, all these.
Mm-hmm.
Was there any technical difficulties getting on today, guys?
No.
Not that we've heard of so far.
It was just me then.
Well, we
I
haven't
missed
I
you,
updated
though.
my Zoom this morning, so I haven't had any difficulties.
Oh, updated Zoom, yeah. Sometimes it's that. Hi, Fusi. I'm just gonna pause right here since we have Fusi and Stephanie B joining us. Then they can draw their teacups before we get to the good stuff of the dragon. You can see I already drew off my paper, so I had to tape another one to it. Don't draw this line or anything. That's just Betsy. Not as organized as she thinks she is.
So since the dragon's pretty tall, we're going to do teacup kind of low on the page, right?
Absolutely. That's the very first thing I said. I'm very proud of you, Stephanie.
Oh, good.
Spatial awareness, spatial relationships. So much of drawing is just how close is that to that thing? How far away from it is that thing? I once had a little diagram about you only needed 3 things to draw anything.
For me a little because I just joined in.
Sure, we'll pause right here.
It's
And
all
right-
circles so far. You can
Yeah,
do
so
it.
far it's just ovals. I'm gonna go ahead and pause here until 5:15 and check in with everybody.
Yep.
If you know what
I
kind
just
of
wanted to say I'm oh yeah, I'm not. I was just gonna say sorry. I'm not doing anything. I'm eating a pizza
no,
and I'm just
Oh.
hanging out.
You should share.
you should share pizza, but
Yeah.
not like on your camera because that'll just make us hungrier.
You're right. Don't show us, please.
Pizza.
And it'll be gross. Watch me chew.
Is Tracy here today? Miss Natalie? Is your sister here?
While you guys are drawing your teacups, I'm going to go ahead and finish our demo here. There's actually some horns I didn't get to paint yet. Some jewels. Can you guys hear my phone going off? I'm going to put that on airplane mode.
I'm going to go mute if my pups start.
Okay.
doing their thing. They've had all day to sleep. I've been out and about. So they're fully recharged.
Absolutely. Just one more minute, then we'll keep going.
Autumn.
Autumn? Or
All
hold on?
done.
Oh, all done. Got it.
I thought it was an all done. Maybe it was a hold on, but I think it was all
I
done.
think it was all done. Good, because it's 5:15. So we're going to keep going. There's this very interesting teacup handle that doesn't look like any teacup handle we've done before. But we can certainly just take a look, use our observational skills, and try to copy it, try to replicate it. So we've got a big curve on the bottom. A little fuzzy, huh? Let me try to focus my camera. Nice big curve on the bottom, a little rounded on top.
And little bit like a candy cane leaning down.
Kind of like a candy cane, yeah.
A really big one.
I wouldn't say really big. It's only a teacup, so probably one of those tiny candy canes that you like get to hang on the Christmas tree. And then we've got another curve that goes right into the teacup there. Maybe mine's a little high, huh? Let's take a look. Let's look at that distance and see if it matches this distance. Is that too short? Might be, huh? Good thing I have my eraser.
It doesn't look like there's room for a finger in this particular.
No, it doesn't. It looks like this
looks
is
like it. Yeah, like you have to hold it.
pinch handle,
Pinch it,
yeah.
yeah. But it goes well with that dragon.
Yeah. And then there is some space cut out, so we can draw another curved line here. There we go, not too hard. But right now this is very flat. It's a shape. It's like we cut it out of paper. We want it to look thick, like it's made out of metal. So we have to add a thickness. We have to add another line very close that follows it around right back to the teacup. And now it looks like it's thick. Depending on how big your cutout is here, you might be able to make the same thickness just on the bottom. I'm going to color it in just so you can tell what's what. Sometimes it's a little hard when all these lines are so close together. This is all thickness.
Yeah.
Thickness. But if your cutout is really skinny and you can't fit it in, that's okay. You can just color the whole thing gold or blue or whatever color you choose to color it. And just leave the thickness on top. That's the real important one. Next, we'll draw that T on the inside. So we need another partial oval. If you want it.
I never drink tea.
Are you drinking tea right now?
No, I just said I never drink tea.
Never?
Never?
I don't drink tea.
Oh, my goodness.
What do you like to drink? Coca-Cola? Martinis? Milk?
Apple juice.
White juice, orange juice,
That's my favorite.
Sprite, and Sprite, which is my little sister fully
She-
said that.
She's sitting there telling you what you like, eh?
Sounds like a sister, all right.
That's what I thought.
My teacup is smashed.
It's a little bit smashed. Oh no. All right, we got to start drawing this dragon so that we'll have time to paint. If you needed guidelines to help you with the stripes, you'll have to draw those on your own. I know you can do it. I believe in you. We're going to go ahead and move on to the dragon. And we're going to start with those feet that are clutching. No, let's not. Let's start with the head. The head's the best part, right? Let's go for the head. We're going to zoom in. And we're going to start with that lovely eye that is a little bit egg-shaped, rounder on one side and a little pointy on the other. I probably drew that way too big, so I'm going to make it a little smaller. And you can have your dragon look wherever you want. I have her looking kind of up to the side here.
The eyes looks like raindrop.
Yeah, like
Yes.
a raindrop. And to look more Egyptian, I added this Egyptian eye makeup. So just a little fake eyelash makeup there.
Cute eyelash.
Very cute, right?
Makes a little girl dragon.
Yeah. And very close to her eye is her mouth. So right underneath her eye, let's make that little line for the cheek. And then a nice mouth. A little pointy nose. And a rounded head. Kind of doing that raindrop shape again.
Seconds.
Yep.
I'm not done.
No problem. I'll pause right here. You can see that's kind of the same raindrop shape where we have rounded and then pointy on the other side.
Look like a duck head.
A little bit like a duck head, yeah.
And I'm also done.
All right, we're going to add a little nostril there so she can breathe. And add her lower lip.
Now it really looks like a duck.
Especially if you colored it orange, right? If you put that, you could give her a beak.
Yeah, you could make it a duck dragon.
And she's got some curling horns, so I'm going to make her horn go around in a curly cue. Looks a little bit like a butterfly antenna.
Curly hair, curly cute.
Yeah, and then I'm just going to draw backwards. Another curly cue. If you don't like those kind of horns, you can do whatever kind of horns you want. I didn't ink them yet, but she has these kind of hair feather spikes going down the back of her. So that covers up that other horn, doesn't it? We might as well go ahead and draw those in so we don't have to erase the horn later. So these are feathery shapes. There's two right there. And we might see a tiny, tiny bit of that other black horn just curving behind that one right there. Next, let's make this big curving neck. So you can even go from her head, keep it curving right around. Again, a little bit like a duck, a little bit like a swan. Oops, I made it too big again. She's gonna have really short legs.
Well, yeah, legs. Gotta have legs.
Yeah, gotta have room for the legs.
Looks like a duck neck.
It does look like a duck neck or a swan neck.
Yeah, if it weren't for these legs,
S-curvy.
it could be a duck.
Yeah. I based this dragon off of a greyhound dog.
Uh-huh.
So that's where we get these long legs and this thin body here. So I'm going to keep going and we're going to make the body get smaller as it goes to the back. Nice big puffy chest, but then smaller hindquarters. So I'm going to have this line go up. This other line go up. That's going to be the body shape. Might have drawn my neck too thick. I'm going to make it thinner.
Can you pause a little?
I can pause for 30 seconds. If I pause too much, then we don't get any time to color, and that's not fair for people who want to get the color. So I can pause for 30 seconds. I got my timer on. Our goal is to be done drawing at 5:45. We'll see if we can make it. And my timer is done. So I'm going to go ahead and add the tail. You can make the tail go wherever you want. You can have it sweeping down in front of the teacup. You could have it going up in a curly cue this way. I had a little bit of both. I went down first and then I came up into a curly cue. So I'm just going to do that again. Down, come back up, making it nice and smooth and curvy. And then if you want to put a little curl at the end, like a little pigtail.
very top looks like a 6.
It does look like the number 6. And once you know where your tail is going, you can go from the bottom part of the body and follow it all the way around, trying to get thinner and thinner as it gets to the tip. Do that number 6 again. And then you just erase out any parts where it crosses over. And if it's too hard to draw the line from one end all the way to the other, give yourself like connect the dots. You know, I want it this wide here, and then I only want it this wide here, and maybe somewhere in the middle there. After you have a couple of dots, it's easier to connect them. So you should have some kind of floating snake by the time you get that tail done.
It looks like a ghost snake.
A little bit, huh? If we left it just like this, it could be a ghost snake. We'll add the wings next, so it'll at least be a flying snake.
Wings.
Pretty golden wings.
The wings might look cool.
They might. I'm going to have a straight line on top, and you can make these wings as long as you have the paper to do it. Then we round it off and come all the way back. If it overlaps the body, you just erase it out.
It looks like a duck plus a snake.
A duck plus a snake, this could almost be a duck wing, huh?
Yep. Duck is about to fly. The duck snake.
For the other wing, it's overlapped, right? Overlapped meaning there's something covering it in front. So we only need a little skinny shape. Straight line again. And
Tiny one bigger.
just like that. And these wings are going to be divided into 3 layers so that we have this top layer, same kind of shape where it's mostly straight and then it curves at the end. And we'll do it again, straight and then curves at the end. The one in the back, we can't see it as much, so we'll only have these shorter lines. I'm just going to try not to have one line even with the other line. For instance, if I did this and I made this line like this, it's hard to figure out, is this on the back wing or is it the front wing?
Are the wings connected somehow?
Yeah, are they connected? It's very confusing.
One is shorter, one is taller.
Yes. One short line, one tall line. Just want to stagger those so that they don't confuse anybody. And I actually just did these different segments with my paintbrush. I didn't draw them out, so I'm not going to draw them out this time.
This guy is wearing armor on his
Absolutely.
her tail and her ankles and she's wearing a headdress.
Yes,
a
very
big necklace.
Egyptian inspired. So you can add those on your own time. You're just making those curved lines to make the shapes you want. Big golden necklace. Tail bracelet. All those curved lines. What happens if I try to add a bracelet like this? Straight lines. Doesn't really look like a bracelet, just looks like a stripe. But if I do this and I go around, whoa, now it's a bracelet. Even though they're just lines. All of them are lines. Different lines do different things. All right, we're doing pretty good. We got 10 more minutes to finish the drawing. Let's go ahead and start adding some legs. Absolutely. So first, these front legs that are leaning a little bit back so that this dragon is thrusting her chest forward. I'm going to start up here by the wing and go back till I get to the rim of the teacup. Now this dragon's definitely going to have some shorter legs. And she's gripping the rim, so I'm going to make a little curved line. In fact, I'll zoom in so you can see this part better. These claws are going to be wrapping around the teacup. Same claws we've drawn for weeks now. Just little curved lines overlapping one another. The last one should be the skinniest. I'll have it go right back up to her body. The other one is going to have her little thumb claw on this side. And go back up to her body. Actually, it's going to run right into her other leg there. Those finger claws are going to be wrapping around to the back side of the teacup, and then it goes right back up. Boy, that leg length though. Missed the mark on that one.
Looks like an insect instead of
a little bit. If you'd prefer, you can have her bending her elbows, so she could be bending like that and have long legs, but I think that might be even more insect-like. An idea. Maybe not a good one.
Gotta have an idea first.
Yep.
Then you can have a great idea.
For the back legs, we're going to do something a little different. We've got a big curve in front and a smaller curve in the back. I guess she's still gonna have long back legs though. Big curve in front, a little curve in back. It doesn't matter where you draw it on the body as long as it's touching the body somewhere. And then we'll go the other way to come down. I'll wait here 30 seconds.
So that leg goes back a little bit to leave some room. There.
And we'll have those claws just wrapping around the teacup. The other foot, we're only going to see that little thumb claw on this side of the teacup. Here's that little curve, just like we did over here. We'll have a bigger curve in front.
I need more time.
All right, I'll do this leg and I'll wait right here. We're almost done. We've got 5 minutes left. We can do it. We can do it.
It's the Stephanie's. Yeah, I guess it must be. They can't stand it. Mom.
Watchdog extraordinaire.
Absolutely. Thirty more seconds. Alrighty, then we're going to keep putting these feathers all the way down her back, feather shapes. So this one is poking out behind this horn here. And they'll get smaller as they go down. And if you want to put some down the back of the tail as well. You can do that.
Another watchdog extraordinaire.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Gotta love Zoom. Okay.
I have something on my
You have a thumbs up on your screen? All right.
Ta-da. You're gonna have
Oh.
to go licorice for us though.
Yep, I can do that. Oof, those short legs bother me. I'm gonna go ahead and try.
Go
Try
ahead,
to
do
make
the
'em.
backwards legs.
Yeah, I
Or the
think
not
I'm
the
gonna go
backwards, the
ahead.
bent legs.
I'm gonna
A
try to do
crouching
bent legs.
dragon.
Yeah, like crouching. Gonna move the position over the claws. You can just keep the short legs if you want them. That's fine.
Or if your
I'm gonna
head's
go
high enough,
ahead.
they're not too short.
Yeah, they're not as short as mine. Mine were pretty short. Do a little zigzag leg like that instead. The other one's not even gonna touch the teacup.
Okay, how
She'll
do you
just
do
have it. How do you do that?
Okay. Yes. I think I got it. Let's see. This way back here. I just like my hand there so much. Okay, but erase it. Okay, fine.
A little bit better. Yeah, I like, yeah. Even though it doesn't make as much sense on the way she's grabbing the teacup.
It's okay.
It's okay. At least her legs match now. Let's see. Anything else we need to do? Oh, if you want to put those little bracelets on each of her legs, you can do that. Just use curved lines. And I did give her a headpiece if you want to give her a headpiece. It's just a little oval up here and a rectangle hanging down with another little bracelet on the horn. And that's about it. 5:47, not too bad. Especially since Betsy made the most mistakes here. Short legs. And
You
fixing
told me
this and
there's
that.
no mistakes. It's just
It's not
fixer
finished.
upper.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fixer upper, not finished. Still in
It- it-
progress.
in fact, it could improve it.
That's right. I'm gonna get rid of some of my extra pencil. If you happen to have this eraser, awesome. If you don't, that's okay.
Is that Play-Doh?
It's not. It's called a kneading eraser. Normally it looks like this when you buy it at the store. Just little gray lump of something, but then you go ahead and you can pull it and smush it around and it still erases pencil. It's pretty cool.
That looks like putty.
It does look like putty.
And you
Kinda
can do
feels like
things
it.
with it like a putty too.
Yeah.
You can play with it like clay, even though it's not.
Absolutely. So I'm going to go ahead and do the black part first because I want that to dry.
That's on my screen.
Oh, cute heart. I want that to dry so that I can do everything that's touching it. I don't actually have black paint, so I'm going to use my watercolor pencil for this one. And of course, if you don't like black, you can use purple, you can use blue, you can use pink.
I'm using markers again.
You can use markers.
Markers. Yes, they work.
I tried that marker thing. It didn't work for me. I hope you have a better option. Mine looked terrible, but I know you could do good. Because I've seen your marker work. It's fantastic.
Black. Hey, I've got black. I can do it in paint.
I'm not coloring the tummy scales. I'll go ahead and color in the legs. I'm giving this one some different colored claws. Make sure you use some claw polish.
Okay, so the horns are black.
Making my horns black. And the top of her tail black. Then I'll grab my water brush and let the magic happen. Ooh. If the shapes kind of merge together, like her legs are all becoming one big lump, that's all right. Don't worry too much about it. We can do things after the paint is dry. Separate those back out. It is so light, probably because I erased it out, Natalie and Tracy. I can try to darken my camera. But that doesn't seem to be working, does it? Which part did you need to draw? I can pencil my lines back in and then erase them again.
I forgot to erase. That reminded me.
Everything.
Yeah, I forgot. Fast, Betsy, fast.
Yeah.
That is, it's like watching her doing in fast motion.
One of those sped up videos on
Right.
YouTube.
TikTok.
While I'm waiting for that black to dry, I'm going to go ahead and start working on this sort of golden effect on my teacup. I'll be using two kinds of yellows, kind of a lemon yellow and like an orange yellow, and then a light brown and a dark brown. First thing I'm going to do is get my light yellow and start painting the stripe that's around the saucer, which is thicker at the back where it's curving up and we can see it.
That's the lemon.
Yep, this is like my lemon yellow, nice and bright. Come all the way around and it'll get thinner in the front where it's foreshortened. Thick in the back again. Then I'll get my orangier yellow or my golden yellow.
The computer just died.
Oh no!
What?
Well,
The computer just died.
I'll
So
let you back in. I'm using this yellow ochre, kind of a darker yellow, painting right over the top. Normally we only have that tiny bit that looks golden. We're doing a little bit the opposite today where the edges are shining and the center is a little darker. While it's still wet, I'm getting my lighter brown and I'm putting my light brown just in front here.
wait a minute. I also don't have any black.
No black? How about a dark blue?
I do have.
Well, you can use that instead of black.
I already used that.
Uh-oh.
You already used the dark blue?
I'm already using brown for the black parts.
Oh. Well, that's,
Well, that's
all right.
fine. You can use whatever color you want.
Okay.
And then just a touch of the darkest brown. If this gets looking too much like dirt or muddy and you don't like it, then don't do it. You can still have a pretty good golden effect just with two yellows and a brown.
So you have to move your actual painting up a little bit because it's not quite on the screen. Ah, now I can see it.
There we go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. If you're using markers, you would just color the whole thing with yellow, then a little bit with maybe orange, then put some brown in there, same kind of process. We'll do the same thing for this golden stripe at the bottom of the teacup base. Brightest yellow first, lightest yellow first. Little bit darker yellow just in front. Light brown just in front. Smaller and smaller areas with these darker and darker colors. Another stripe, if you want to do another stripe. Light yellow all the way around. A little bit darker yellow just in front. And a little bit of brown right in the middle. I'm just wiggling it with my brush so that I can get that pigment to move around. I know I say it all the time, but those ping pong balls in the swimming pool, I want to move those ping pong balls around. That's what moving the color is like. And then there's a great thick stripe on the cup itself. Get in that light yellow. Ooh, move it all the way across.
My marker gray looks so dark.
Your gray marker looks dark? Yeah, gray markers tend to be
They
dark.
tend to be like almost.
Yes, it can, my gray marker can almost be like black.
I believe it. You get that darker yellow. Put it in the front, not all the way to the edges. Some light brown. You could also use orange if you don't have a light brown. And just a touch of my darkest brown right in the middle. And if the black is dry, I'm going to start putting in my light yellow for all of this golden armor and jewelry. Just fill it in yellow, and the other colors will be darker and will go right on top.
Ah, that's nice.
Yeah, it's nice and easy. If you want to be a little fancier, you can do the same gold treatment that we've been doing here with yellow, light brown, dark brown. But you can definitely get the point across with just yellow.
And I forgot to put the bracelets on the legs first.
Me too.
Darn it. And it won't have bracelets.
Oh, wow.
That's all right.
Yeah, it's all right. Or if you happen to have acrylic paint, you can use it like whiteout. Just for example, like on the wings, if I wanted to do the fading colors, I could get my darker yellow, leave some of that lighter yellow on the tip, get some of my light brown, so that we have this transitioning color, changing color. But if you don't want to do all that work, yellow's just fine. I only used yellow on my demo piece and it looks pretty good, if I do say so myself.
You oranged up your gold.
Yep, just to show you
Really
guys what
nice.
it looks like. Yeah.
Looks good both ways.
Just about 20 minutes left. I'm going to start doing the golden rim on the back of the teacup here, back edge in between the dragon claws here. And I'm just going to fill it in with some of the light brown to be more like a shadow that's underneath the dragon. I'll also use that brown for the tea in the teacup. If you want your tea to be shiny, what do? You just leave a little bit of white in between two splotches of light brown. Splotches is a very scientific term. It must be the perfect splotch. No, I'm kidding. But you leave a little white in
Are
between.
you using
What's that?
Are you using brown or orange for that tea? Using
I'm
brown or orange for
using-
that tea?
I'm using the light brown. You could also use orange if you have orange. Even though we think of black licorice and red licorice, the tea is from the plant, not the candy. So it's still brown like every other tea.
But it sure smells like licorice.
Yes,
too.
it does smell like licorice.
I mean, it helps if you like licorice, I think.
Absolutely. Oops, that
I
dragon's
love
leg isn't
licorice.
there anymore. I forgot about that. I can just draw that right through. I made the handle pretty dark, just so that it looked more like it was turned away and in shadow. If you like that, do that. If you don't like it, you can use whatever yellow, orange, blue. That's up to you. It's your teacup.
Betsy,
Yep,
watch my screen.
I am watching your screen.
Oh,
You've got a little party reaction.
you put stuff up there. You put a heart up there before. Pretty clever.
Stop talking.
Betsy still hasn't, I mean, Kristen still hasn't shown me how she changed her whole background that time.
Oh,
Oh yeah, for Dungeons and Dragons, yeah. Be careful if your handle touches your big golden stripe, it'll start leaking in there. Just about 15 minutes left. If you don't finish today, that's all right, but we hope you'll take a picture and submit it on the website to us so we can put it in the art show.
Tracy and Natalie did. They're the prize winners for this last week.
Absolutely. Oh, let's see. Natalie and Tracy says to everyone, after class, can we see the color when you take a picture, but where it is? After class, can we see the color when you take a picture? You want to see how you upload a picture, or you want to see this one? I can show you this one right now. Ta-da!
I need to use the bathroom.
Okay, go. Run like the wind. Or don't run in the house. I don't know what the rules are at your house.
Oops.
Oops. Gotta watch what I say.
Yeah. I'll wait till your grandma. Worse.
If those wings are dry, let's see, are mine dry? To check, you wiggle it around in the light, and if it's shiny, oh no, look how shiny it is. That means it's still wet. But once it's dry, I just take the color I want, blue, green, red, and I'll just draw those little stripes right on the top of it. Maybe I'll get my little space heater up here and speed up the process. Probably be noisy though, so I might mute my mic while I'm doing this.
I found this epic airplane. Patty.
Party on the Zoom. Zoom party. Oh, can I wait a bit so you can color? Yeah, I'm waiting right now for mine to dry so that I can do the next step. Everybody needs to see that one. Try to put that one on screen while mine is drying.
Ooh, it's all sideways. It's weird.
Yeah, trying to get it in the heat here.
Ah.
Oh, I think it's almost dry. Almost. Oh, you need to see the one I drew?
Alright,
Here
Dawn.
we go. After your yellow is all the way dry, all the way, not just a little bit, all the way, You can get the color for your wings. If you look at Egyptian art, you go
I'm
to,
already done.
oh, excellent. You go to the internet and you look up ancient Egyptian art, you'll see a lot of gold, blue, green, and red. Gold, blue, green, and red. So I'm going to take my green and start putting some little like feathery marks. Right on top here. And I'll get some blue. And I'll do the same thing on the next row. Same thing on the back wing. On the necklace, you can have some jewels. On the tail bracelet, I think I'll make them go sideways this time. And maybe I'll do some reddish pink scale feathers on the back this time. And that one I made it green, but I'm thinking maybe that's too much green. Maybe I need a little more red. Nah, maybe I like the green better. Maybe they're both good.
Mhm.
Maybe not red claws. That'll look a little violent. Let's not do that. Let's get blue instead. Let's see, what time is it? 6:16. So we have about 10 minutes. Just have the tummy stands to do here. And then next Wednesday will be our very last teacup dragon.
What's next on the agenda?
In April, this class will be turning into the Secret Lives of Cats.
Somebody's
Oh,
really
no wonder,
happy.
Kristen.
Yeah. Somebody's
I
gonna be
know
really
somebody.
happy.
So we're going to draw everyday scenes like camping or playing hide and seek or going to the bakery, but it's going to be all cats. If you want to add this shadow to the teacup, that is, I think, a mixture of my brown and blue with a lot of water so that it's very, very light color. And I just put a little on the bottom of the teacup here, right over my stripes, so you'll get a little bit of yellow picked up too. Just 5 more minutes.
We're close, but we're not gonna finish. But we're
Yep.
close. Close, so close. It really does help to wait. It
really does help to
dry. When it's dry, it doesn't run anything like the way it runs.
Already.
Are you ready to show, Fusi? We can go ahead and take a look at yours.
Okay.
Let me spotlight you for everyone. Ooh, look at those lovely long legs that I did not draw.
Yeah, the legs are, that is the right one.
Yeah.
Crown. There's a crown.
A crown. Oh,
that.
okay. So I don't see your signature on there. I don't see that that was done by Fusi, and I'd like to see that.
Go ahead and put your name on that. And then I like to put the date. Not everybody likes to, but I like to put the date on there too.
And then you have to send it in.
Anybody else ready to show, or you want to go ahead and do another 3 minutes?
3 more minutes. Three more
minutes.
minutes.
Okay, I'll go ahead and just put mine back up.
I gotta spell Egyptian
I'm already
licorice
cooking.
tea.
Mm-hmm.
Can I get some eating? Because I'm hungry.
Absolutely, you are dismissed.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
So on the wings, you did yellow and then the orange, and then you did the stripes, right?
Absolutely right. Wait
Okay.
for it to dry. Wait for it to dry before you do the stripes.
Okay. So did you layer the colors, or did you do the yellow, then let it dry, then do the orange and then let it dry?
I did the yellow and orange while it was wet together, like we did on the teacup.
Uh-huh.
After that dried, then I just put the single green on there and the single blue. Unless you want a different color. You can do purple or red. Something else.
I haven't heard from Michaela. She there?
She must
I'm
still be eating
still
pizza.
here. I'm still here.
Still eating pizza?
No, I just stopped. I might eat brownies later though. So that's cool.
Ooh, sounds all right to me. Am I invited?
6:25. That's about time that we start sharing.
All right, I'm gonna let a few things dry right now, so I'm probably at a good
You can share.
sharing spot.
A good sharing stage.
I have a good start.
Alright. Let me spotlight. Whoops, spotlight for everyone. Woo, look at that, lovely.
Oh, nice. Very Egyptian.
Yeah.
I like
My
your
gold
gold. I
doesn't-
like your handle.
My handle's good, isn't it? But I
Yeah.
don't like I don't think my gold is as effective as.
Let's see
some.
Callista's. Let me replace the spotlight.
Whoa!
Oh, look at those long, lovely legs.
Boy, you
Nice.
filled
I'm
the
jealous of the
page.
legs.
I love.
I like
the
how you did your
face,
wings too. Those are cute.
Here we go.
Woo!
Oh, look at those long legs.
Another one with long legs. I'm glad you guys know when I'm messing up and you don't copy me.
Yeah, you don't have to copy.
Looking
Hello.
lovely.
Claws are black. How can I fix that?
Oh, the claws are black. Let's see. How can we fix that? You can do the scrubbing method where let me just show you guys real quick.
Yeah,
let's say
demo that.
you did some paint and
Or
you're
she
like,
could add Italians. She could add Italians to them.
yeah,
you
you
know,
can
but
make even
put
longer
big
nails,
claws
but
on.
let's say I did something, I want to get rid of it. You can get some water and kind of like scrub on your painting a little bit. Get a paper towel and dab it off
Whoa.
and it'll come off.
It came a lot of that.
Wow.
I'm not sure how well it works with the pencil. Let's try it out. If you scrub it.
Not that well. I
Not
tried
as well.
yesterday.
But a little bit.
Well,
Yeah, it might
yeah.
take a couple times.
Not too much, but a little bit on me.
Maybe if you do it repeatedly, depending on how much your paper can take. The other solution is if you have any acrylic paint or some metallic markers, those will cover it up.
Okay. All right.
All right. Or she just has black claws, and that's fine.
Yeah. The other.
Did I
wanted a
see-
black.
Natalie and Tracy, ready to show us some work? All right, let me spotlight you for everyone.
Oh,
Lovely.
it's good. Oh, that one is great. And you made the short
Good.
legs work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, the legs look good. Plus, I
Pretty,
love
pretty.
his pink mane.
Absolutely. Who does that leave? Stephanie B
Stephanie.
and Michaela. And oh, there's our other dragon. So cute. Yours looks so
Oh,
small and
yeah.
pixie-like.
So cute. So cute.
A toy dragon.
Truly a teacup dragon.
Really.
Very nice. All right, if you've already shown your work, you are dismissed. I will see you, I hope, next week when we do our final one, Rose T. Or if you want to see Stephanie's piece, here we go, spotlight for everyone.
Stephanie.
Woo!
That's not Stephanie. Hey,
Look
It's
at
not
that.
a
Wow.
Excellent. Another
done
crouching
yet.
dragon.
Yeah, I like it.
They all came out.
Drag.
Crouching dragon.
Yeah.